Hey guys, Coach Nick and Coach Trina with Friction CrossFit, and we're gonna break down your guys' workout for you today. Up first, we have animal flow for our warm-up. Very similar to dynamic warm-up, but with animal movements. And for each one of these, you're gonna do it for about 30 feet distance-wise, and then rotate to the next one. You can also do most of these in place if you need to, just go for about 20 seconds. The movements themselves are bunny hop, bear crawl, kangaroo hop, also known as a broad jump, duck walk, crab walk, forward and backwards, gorilla walk, seal walk, hamstring crane, inchworm, and Spider-Man. So let's go over all these. Trina is going to demo them for us. First up is a bunny hop. So you're just really just gonna hop for 30 feet. Just nice little distance on those. Perfect. After there, guys, we have our bear crawl. Most of us should be familiar with this. We're just looking for our hips to be above our shoulders as we walk over. Perfect. And kangaroo hop, that's that broad jump. So you're just gonna jump as far as you possibly can. Wind up and jump, perfect. And after that, we have a duck walk. So you're just gonna squat down, get down low, and we're gonna walk along. There we go with that. And then crab walk. So we're gonna sit back, we've got our hands on the ground, our hips are off the ground. We're gonna walk forward 30 feet and then backwards for 30 feet. Cool. After that, you have gorilla walk. So with the gorilla walk, you've got your hands on the ground, you're squatting down, and you're just gonna jump to one side, and then you're gonna place your hands in front of you and jump to the other side, and you're just rotating back and forth on that one. After that gorilla walk, we have a seal walk. Seal walks are kind of comical, but they're a great way to warm up our shoulders. Your legs just pretty much don't work, and you're just dragging yourself along with your hands on this one. Perfect. Just like that. And then after that, we have a hamstring crane. Think RDLs, like an RDL march. But all you're gonna do is keep your legs straight as you can. You're gonna go down to the floor. You can touch it with your hands, then take a step, go to your next leg. So we're just going back and forth. Like I said, it's like a walking RDL. After that, guys, we have inchworms. Should be pretty familiar with this, but we're gonna walk our hands down until we get to the ground. You can do a push-up if you like, and then you're gonna walk your feet up to your hands and then just repeat. Walk your hands out, walk your hands to your feet to your hands. And then from there, guys, Spider-Man. So for Spider-Man, we're gonna be in a plank position. You're gonna step in front of one foot like you're in a lizard. Then you're gonna walk your hands forward till you're in that plank position again, and then step in front of your other hand, walk to a plank, and then again, step in front of your other hand. That concludes our animal flow. Hope you guys have fun with that one. And then after that, guys, mobility. You have a minute per side in a Samson stretch, and then we'll do a minute in child's pose. So that Samson stretch, you're just gonna go down and do a deep lunge. And then from there, you're gonna bring your hands overhead. You can interlock your hands and pushing your hip forward. That way we get the hip flexor, the hips, as well as our shoulders and all that good stuff. After that, guys, just gonna drop down into child's pose. So you're gonna sit back on your heels, reach your arms forward, and then while we're pressing our hips back, we're trying to inch our hands forward, really lengthen out that entire back region. So a minute there, and that will conclude your guys' warm-up. So as far as our Metcon today, this is a 30-minute EMOM. We're actually just gonna go through slips, something most of you should be familiar with by now, but I've given you some variations for each one, and then some of them are a little bit more open. So minute one is going to be 15 seconds per side in a front scale, and then 15 seconds per side in a back scale. Minute two, you have a max effort L sit. We'll go over the variations here in a second. But what I'm looking for in that max effort L sit is you're gonna hold that L sit as long as you can. If you make it a minute, awesome job. If you make it 30 seconds, still awesome job. You just get 30 seconds to rest now until the next minute. On your third minute, you're gonna handstand walk for max distance. Again, we'll go over the variations here in a second. You've got two things you can really do with that one. So if you're pretty good at handstand walks, try to go as far as you can. You know, if you can hit that 20, 30, 40 foot mark, that's awesome. That'll be your max distance. Stick with that. Now, if you're still just if you're just working on handstand walks, you have an entire minute to just do as best as you can, get as many attempts in as you can. From there, minute four is gonna be 30 seconds per side in a side plank. So that's gonna take up your whole minute there. And then minute five is a stretching minute. So your two options, pick either a stretch that you can do on both sides. So 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other, or a stretch that you can do for the entire minute. Then another thing you can do is, say you do a lizard on one side, if you want the whole minute, take it, and then the next time through the list, just do the other side for that entire minute. So it's a good time to get some mobility in, guys. Again, this is 30-minute EMOM, so you're gonna be able to go, you're gonna hit each one of these 6 times. So let's break down what we can do now. As far as a front scale, back leg straight, arms are out to the side, and we're just gonna bring one leg up while pointing our toe, and we're gonna lock in. If you need to make that a little bit easier, you can just reduce the height of your leg, or you can go with a tucked position with the knee. So you'll do 15 seconds on both sides, and then we're gonna go to that back scale. So she's gonna hinge, she's gonna lean forward, a little bit of bend in that leg on the ground, arms are still out to the side, and that back leg is nice and straight. So again, 15 seconds per side. If you need to scale that, just reduce your range, just don't go quite as high on that. After that, that minute 2 L sit. We've got our normal variations there, guys. So again, you can do this on chairs, boxes, if you've got 2 stable tables, or if you've got parallettes. But she's just gonna kick her feet up in front of her while supporting herself. That's gonna be our L sit. The other thing is to do a single leg, and then finally a tuck sit. Now, if you're doing that single leg, just rotate the leg you use each round, and then again, you're still trying to do that max effort, so hold as long as you can. The remainder of that minute will be for rest. From there, we have our handstand walks max distance. So, do you want a handstand walk? You can handstand walk as far as you can. Trina's gonna walk across the screen real fast. Ooh, just like so. Another great variation, so recreational, you'll kick up on a wall and you'll just do our wall slide. So move your hands to the right as far as you can go, move them back to the left. Again, you can try for max distance, or if you're just trying to get those reps in, stay with that. Another great way to work on handstand walks for that lifestyle scale is going to be a box handstand walk. So what this looks like is we'll get into our handstand position, or a box handstand position. Our feet are going to be, feet are on the box, shoulders are stacked, and she's just going to work back and forth. So she'll walk her hands to the left, and then she's going to walk her hands back to the right, kind of completing a 180 degrees half circle there, and that'll be good for that. Again, just get your practice in. You can try to go the whole minute. That's awesome. If you want to take a little bit of breather at some point in there and kick back up, we're just trying to get some handstand work in with that one. After that, guys, we have 30 seconds per side in a side plank. For that side plank, we've got our feet stacked on each other. You've got 2 real options there. You can stay on your hand and hold up. You can also bring that other hand overhead for a little bit more challenge. And then your other option is just going to be to do a side plank from your forearm. A lot more stable there, a little bit less strain on the shoulder, a little bit easier to hold. Both good options. Go with whichever one can challenge you. That's what I'd like you to do, and stick with that the whole time. And then last but not least, guys, is that stretching. Again, just pick any stretch, 30 seconds per side or a minute total. It'd be great to write out a few stretches that you know. That way, when you get to that minute, you've already got a plan. You know what you're going to do. We do a ton of mobility, guys. You should have a pretty good gauge on different stretches you can do. If you don't, just text your coach, ask for a few ideas on different stretches. And then finally, guys, your rent is going to be an 800-meter cool-down walk/jog. So, it's half a mile. It's just a nice, easy pace. There's nothing crazy to it. We just want to gradually bring that heart rate down, kind of get moving a little bit after we've done all that stretching. And that's really all we have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoy this one, and we will see you guys tomorrow.